Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend.
Welcome back to Love Life After. I'm Christelle.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Chan.
And today we have a special guest. And I'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay, how y'all doing? I am Michael McKenzie, but everyone just calls me Big League or Big League approved.
Big League.
I saw
Yes.
that. A Big League. Where does Big League come from?
So my brother, DY Nasty, he's the owner.
That's your brother?
He's like, I ain't gonna say he's not my real brother, but he, you know how you tell someone,
That's your bro.
Yeah, like
Wait,
do
he do radio or something?
Yeah, he on the station.
DY Nash.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
Yeah, that's my big bro.
Okay.
Like,
shout out. DY Nasty.
He pretty much gave me that name. Like when I met him, I was always thinking and doing things like on that level. And so he was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna call you Big League, and I just ran with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, Big League.
All right. I mean, big things popping.
Yeah.
So just explain to us a little bit, like your background and what you do.
I'm a mortgage loan officer. I also am a business credit coach, so I help small business, startups, current businesses get business credit funding, and I help first-time home buyers get home loans.
That's what's up.
What about second and third time home buyers?
Yes, I help them get home loans, I help them refinance their homes. I do it all.
Okay. We got some things to talk about there, don't we? Some credit, some money.
Yeah, credit, all that stuff.
So that is Big League.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the things you love. Let's talk about love. Love.
Okay. I love God.
Amen.
I love my wife. I love my family.
He did put the wife in.
Let us say you love that one.
Yeah.
How long have you and your wife been together? How long have y'all been married?
Oh, I knew you was gonna say that. How long have we been together? Oh my God. Let's say 7 years. But we've been together for over 10. I met her in college. Actually skipped her in the lunch line.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like the line was long, and she was already pretty, like beautiful. I knew all her friends, and so I was like, oh, that's little shorty that be with the crew. The crew ain't here. I'm about to just skip her.
Oh, you just try to body her.
Yeah, so I skipped her. I was like, hey, what's up, baby? Thank you for holding the line for me. Because, people, they was like, he's skipping. And I'm like, oh, no, my girl's holding the line.
What school did y'all go to?
Livingstone College.
Okay.
Yes.
Where's that at?
Right there.
That's in Salisbury.
Salisbury.
Okay.
I'm from Hickory, so
oh, yeah.
That's like one of those historical black colleges that's tied to like an Amy's Iron Church.
Exactly.
How did you end up there?
Long story short, I actually got a small football scholarship there. But it didn't work out, so I stayed just to get education.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Living.
How was it? Like, cause I mean, it's a small college,
I
right?
was Livingstone. It was the worst experience in my life. Like,
really?
I would not recommend going to that school ever.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's like on a high school type of level.
Yeah.
Like, that's how small it is.
It needs to be a school, like, if you're getting out of prison, you should go to that school.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't recommend that college to anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, like, go to Winston-Salem State.
So what was so bad about it?
At that time when I went, it probably changed. It was just terrible. Like,
was it not enough like mentors or guidance or like the opportunities? Like, it was something wrong with the education, or was it the living conditions? Like, what was it specifically?
Living conditions was jacked up. I can think our freshman class, we had so many freshmen. We actually had to stay in a hotel. So it was like on a hotel. Once we moved out the hotel, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like,
y'all heard that?
Yeah, we was living that life in 2008. Living some college, we was living that life. Like, a few of my classmates from Nightdale, They called us the Raleigh Boys.
Mm-hmm.
So we went out there, and when I say we was living that life, like we was living that life.
So how was it being from New York? Because you went to school in New York. Did you go to college? I mean, high school in New York or
no,
here?
Here.
In here? Okay.
Yeah, I went to elementary in New York.
Okay.
So I don't rep New York. Rochester, New York. I love y'all, but I do not rep the 585. I got love for y'all.
Wait, how old were you when you moved to North Carolina?
So my mom originally got married 5, then we moved back in like 4th and 5th grade. I moved back up there, stayed with my grandmother. Then I came back down here 6th grade.
Oh yeah, so you from North Carolina?
Yeah, like
if you did like middle school and stuff here,
okay,
you definitely in North Carolina.
Exactly.
I didn't do middle school here. I did middle school and I did 1 year of high school in New York.
So yeah, you from New York? I don't know anything.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, I was just born up there.
I mean, but I kind of feel like I was just born up there too because I mean, I lived and learned and matured a lot down here. This is where I learned all my life lessons in North Carolina.
Amen.
But
exactly,
I still got my accent because they were you not from here? You from New York?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm to the point where I feel like I need to be right from Raleigh.
Raleigh,
too,
right? Because you've
like,
been here
I've been
forever.
here for like 15 years. It's like, oh, you're not from wherever you from. You from Raleigh. I'm from the mountains.
She's from Hickory.
That's right, Hickory.
Is that country?
Yes.
I mean, it's like this.
No, it's not.
Hickory.
Right? I went through Hickory. It's so country.
It's like Cary.
It's kind of it's not.
It's like Mooresville.
It's kind of like Pittsburgh.
Oh wow.
It is.
I think that's the outskirts. That's like Morganton and like Newton and Lincolnton, but Hickory like Cary. You know?
I never
might
even
not
heard
be
of.
like
I never even heard
Raleigh,
of them
but
places.
we like Cary.
Never heard of Hickory.
Do y'all make the Hickory barbecue?
I mean, we make a lot of things in Hickory, but barbecue, yeah, I'm gonna add that.
Like
to
the
list.
sauce, like the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, every time I see Hickory on TV, I get hyped. I be like Hickory, because I mean, whether it's from like real Hickory or just the imaginary fairy tale world of Hickory.
I'm weak. I can't.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get back on topic. We're talking about love.
Like his love.
Okay, so as a man, how do you show yourself self-love?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
I've been wanting to know that.
As a man, how do I show myself love? I just make sure I have a strong mind. Because a man with a weak mind, that's a dangerous person. And that's not a person, a female or kids or another strong man of mine should be around. So I show myself love by just making sure that my mind is right first. That I have a strong mindset going out the door. Also make sure that I represent my legacy when I walk out the building. I make sure. Can we cuss up here?
Sure.
I make sure I just don't. I make sure I don't do like no fuckery. And you gotta show yourself love and I just make sure like I'm not a fuck boy. Like I'm straight up with everybody and I show love back. But
that's what's up.
Because we as women is different. Like we try to do things for ourselves to show our self love.
Like what we say we do for self love, like we go on girls trips, we get pampered, like reading, taking baths. Like it's a different. But I get what you're saying about like having a strong mindset.
About what a man perspective of self love is.
So self love is just like not doing anything to really destroy your body,
your mind,
like your mind, because once your mind is gone, you're gone as a man,
right?
So that's just me. Like I'm Muslim, so I read the Quran. I don't read it as much as I should, but I read it. Try to read it once a week. I read books, just different types of books. A thing that relaxes me, and I do this every Sunday. I play video games. Like it's like
I don't like men who play. I'm just playing.
It's super like that's my self love.
I just play right.
Yeah, because I grew up playing video games, and so it's just like Sunday play video games, get started for an awesome Monday.
So what's the definition of a fuck boy?
Oh my god!
Because I mean, I don't know. I'm married. I don't know how do I identify a fuck boy.
it's so many like.
So many levels to it.
It's so many levels to it. Like, I was raised by my mom, but she taught me like good morals. I had some, OGs. When I say OGs, I ain't talking about like Bloods and Crips. I'm talking about like real OGs, like real men. Show me how to be a man in a single woman household. Just by like fuck boys, they act like, excuse my language, but they act like bitches. Like, not queens, but like true females. Like, they tell, they snitch, they just do stuff that's a female trait. Like, they talk about you behind your back. They like get on a three-way call with you and tell the other person to be quiet. Like,
that's girl stuff.
That's some middle
like,
school shit.
It's just weird, and so I'm not used to like none of that stuff, and I have seen stuff like that in my circle. They know like I'm the one that check it. Like, I like to check stuff like that because it's like, come on, that's not like, you're not a man, and I will ask another man, who raised you. Like, because I have to know, like, who raised you. Like, that's not a man.
So basically, somebody that's not like honorable and like a stand up type of guy. Basically, a man that don't own his shit. Basically, like,
I ain't gonna say own, but you just gotta be on it. Like, you just gotta be, a man should be honorable. Like, you shouldn't do anything like no fuckboy stuff. Like, one thing.
Give us an example. Like,
right,
I mean, I know you said with the acting like the B word and all that
like,
stuff.
Like, just acting like a woman, a clown.
So would you consider a man who cheat?
So, okay, so that's a good one. So
pass me the chips.
So that's a good one. So
I'm just curious.
So okay, me being a man, like, man, it's hard to trust another man. It's hard to trust anybody. But like, when I build my businesses, I build them around women because women are awesome.
They loyal.
Yeah, they loyal, and they build empires.
Right.
So with men, depending, like, before I let anyone in my circle get too close, I see how they treat their girl, their wife. If a man that cheats on his wife, you can't trust a man that can cheat on his wife. Be a bad person. Be bad. Because that's your wife. That's the one you go home every day with. So if that man don't care about his wife, let a real situation happen with you and that person. He's not gonna care. So that's what I really watch. And thank God, like, the people in my circle, they have girlfriends and wives, and they don't cheat on them. Like, we go out as men, party, do our thing, but like, we don't let the distractions get in the way because we got queens at home.
So you have your definition?
Temptation. You don't let the temptation get in the way.
You can't.
Okay.
That was a good definition. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Also, I know we're gonna get into this in the next segment, but like, how you feel about people that like, they don't have their priorities together? Like, because I've heard and seen, and of course I've seen on social media where people, they try to brag and boast about things, or they try to live beyond their means. Like, you sitting here driving a new Benz,
but you renting your apartment,
living in an apartment, or you got on Balenciagas and red bottoms, but you don't own nothing. You don't have a business. Like, like I don't want to judge people because, to each their own, but it's just like I don't understand why grown people don't have their shit together and don't put their priorities in perspective. Like, I don't know why it's like that, but like, how do you feel about like situations like that?
Social media is a hell of a drug.
It is.
It's like cocaine, marijuana.
Social media is addictive.
Yeah, it's super addictive.
It is. That's why I stay away from social media.
No, it's like a gift and a curse though, because I feel like if you use it the proper way, I feel like it can reach people in a positive way. But some people use it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, and some people are so addicted to it. They're like, checking their what is it, Instagram or Facebook every 5 minutes, make sure people are liking their stuff or make sure they're getting what they're supposed to. It's like it's an addiction.
It is. It's very addictive.
I'm not into. I try to post my business and do all that, but even that, I'm like, I struggle at it.
But what you think about stuff like that? Do you think it's just like people just do stuff like that just for show?
Yeah, like, everybody wants to be the man. They want the shine. Everybody want that.
Right.
Everybody wants that. And I tell everybody, watch Paid in Full. Like, Paid in Full, the movie can
That
give
was
you
a good
so
movie.
much game about just staying out the spotlight.
Right. And be humble, man.
Yeah. So with that, it goes back to mindset. And who are your OGs? Because a lot of people want to shine for a weird reason. Everybody wants to be the man, the spotlight for that 15 seconds, get those likes. But I know people out here, they get like 100 likes, but they don't own anything.
So what happened? Right, what happened?
Or they ain't even getting paid off of it. It's one
Right.
thing to have 100 likes and you don't own nothing, but it's another thing if you get paid off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what I try to teach my students. Like, y'all gonna use it all day long, but learn how to use it the right way so you can
profit off of it.
Yeah, because you can make a lot of money off social media with likes. Because I have seen it. What's that girl name? What's that girl name?
Which one? Kylie Jenner?
Nah, my wife and I, we watched this show. What's this show?
What?
It come on BT.
BT?
It's the little skinny girl.
Claws? No.
Talking about the new game with Lauren London, the games people play?
No, not that one. It's another one. It's like some millennials. But the little skinny girl, she used to be on Vine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like she's one of the people that really used her platform the right way. Like a lot of people on Vine, they were just talented people. They kind of, once Vine died down, they were still going on Instagram.
Yeah.
And bigger brands, they got hip. Like, hey, this person has an audience. Let's reach out to them to promote our stuff. And I say, if you get like a whole bunch of likes and all that stuff, just like partner with different businesses, tell them, hey, this is my fee. I promote your stuff without truly promoting it, but give me some looks. And hey, you can charge, $100. I know for my business, I was paying this high school kid to promote my stuff like $100 a week. But I was making, $500 off that. So it worked out. So yeah, if you got a lot of following, people liking your stuff, find a brand that can pay you.
Right.
Local, big, but start local. And work your way up.
That's a good advice. But yeah, okay. Y'all want to skip? Y'all want to go ahead and do life?
Life, sure.
Okay, so go back and tell us what you do.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
All right, I'm a mortgage lender and business credit funder or a business credit coach.
Okay, so that's your personal business, or is that
It's my business.
It's your business.
What's the name of your company, your firm?
So I work for New American Funding. They're a mortgage company.
That's who who financed my house.
New American?
Yeah.
Who you work with from over there?
Anthony
Ho, woo woo woo. Yeah. That's my sales manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually I just started working over there about 2 months ago. He actually recruited me to come over there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so Anthony, he's the man. He knows so much gems. Yeah, that's dope.
That's a
small world.
Yeah.
It is.
Did you like him?
I meant to ask him about that second time home owners buyers program, but we never got to that part. I just got to the house. But cool, yeah.
That's dope.
Anthony, was he nice?
Yeah, I actually knew Anthony from. It is a small world because I knew my realtor. I knew her through the college I went to, and I was like, I wasn't even trying to buy nothing, but she told me to contact Anthony. And I called Anthony, and he's like, I feel like I know you. And I was like, you don't know me, because, I'm not from here. And he was like, what's your name? And he looked me up on Facebook, and he was like, I know you. He was like, I just sent you a friend request. I'm going to get off the phone, and you call me back. And I bet you're going to know me. I got off the phone. Me and Anthony, we used to throw parties together. Well, he threw parties at the house, and he would request me to be the bartender. He did,
the
brunches.
House over here?
Mm-hmm. Okay. He did brunches, and I guess I was serving the mimosas up, because, it really wasn't nothing but mimosas.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that's how I knew him, and we worked together. And I mean, buying a house is a process. It's not easy, even though you might have everything like checked off in a box. But once you get into that process, you can always run into some speed bumps and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So how do you help people buy housing? I know.
So pretty much, I give people like the whole game from credit, because credit is the new dollar. A lot of people think, oh, I got cash, but I show people like, hey, you got to get your credit right. I used to own a credit repair company. And so pretty much instead of sending my clients to credit repair, I just give them the game. Like, hey, this is all you have to do. Get your credit right. You'll be ready to qualify.
Hold on 1 second. What the
What did
hell?
I do?
Nothing. It just
Nothing.
stopped, right? Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
It's still going on there, so that's good.
What happened?
What could it be? Or window?
It just stopped
Oh,
recording.
look, I'm over here.
Audacity at the bottom.
Oh,
Lord Jesus.
is it this one?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's probably one of these. Oh, there it is.
Okay, it's still going.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a Windows person.
Okay, sorry. So you were saying?
Yeah.
So pretty much the way I help people buy homes is I give them the game about credit, because credit is the new dollar.
The most
Right.
important.
I tell them things that the underwriters and the big banks don't want them to know. But I'm in a game. I'll be a fool not to give my clients the game, my people the game.
So like, what's
the
credit
average?
right average?
What's the average mortgage rate right now?
Rates change every day.
Every
So
single
yeah,
day.
they change every day, every minute. So
Okay.
I wouldn't really quote rates. I quote, the service. That's why I really win my clients at, because the rate is the rate that day. I can't change the rate.
Right.
And all mortgage lenders, banks, we go to the same place to get the interest rate.
Right.
So the rates are really low. 10 years ago, rates were like 7-8%. So if you get like a 4.5, 4.8, that's still a good rate.
Right.
If you get a 4.1, that's still a good rate. I say right now, the rates are low, very low. They're like 4.3 to about 3.6.
Oh wow.
So
I need a refinance.
So what about like as far as like people that's trying to build? Because me and my husband, we actually trying to build. We was gonna try to do pre-existing, but we have some land, so we're trying to build. So like, what would be like some advice that you would have, or do you have any people that come to you like, well, I want to build, I don't really want to do pre-existing. So like, what would be the qualifications or like the advice you would give someone that's trying to like build from ground up?
Build a house from ground up. Well, New American Funding, we do construction of perm loans. It's like a normal loan.
Okay.
The process is the same. The only difference when you're building a house, we're just going to send an appraiser out there twice. We're going to send it, during the building stage and then when it's done. That's really about it. But it just goes back to your credit. You want to have a good credit score so you can get the rate.
What's a good credit score? Like, what does it need to be for them to?
So a good credit score in my book, I say like a 640.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a good credit score. And the reason why, yes, you can get an FHA loan with a 580 credit score, but let's be real here. That rate is
640.
Suck.
That's low.
That is kind of
I thought he was gonna be like.
I thought he's gonna be like at least a 680. I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna say at least a 680.
Okay.
I thought it would be like 780, 720.
So you asking what's a good credit score, or what's like
to be qualified for a nice house, like
low interest and all that.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, right? This is how I think as a lender, and pretty much it works for me. So I say a 640. That's like really good to get you in the door, because that's gonna give you a decent interest rate. It sets you up where you can qualify for the North Carolina housing program. That's down payment assistance. But like a good credit score, if you want to go conventional, if you have student loans, because FHA, their guideline is if you have student loans, they have to count 1% of the balance, even though, let's say you are on a payment plan, and that payment plan is $150 a month. They still have to count 1% of, let's say, for example, $60,000.
That shit is
really?
Yeah, so that will kick a lot of people out. So the true workaround, and this is what I do with all my clients. I tell them, hey, let's get the credit score up to a 660. So now with a 660, I can take them conventional. Conventional says on their guidelines, whatever your credit report says for your student loans, if you're on an IBR plan, guess what? They're going to count that $150 instead of 1%.
Right.
So now you just got into the door at being a homeowner. The thing with conventional, and a lot of lenders don't disclose this, but I'm like a realist. Conventional, the rate is going to, the lower the credit score, meaning a 660, that's like low on conventional scoring model. So the lower the credit score, the higher the rate. So I'm not saying your rate's going to be 8%. You might have, going conventional with a 660. What I've seen, a 660 score, you're going to get probably 5.6, 5.875 rate. That's high.
That is a little high.
But guess what? You're a homeowner.
Right.
Because you can't be in the game if you don't own anything.
Right.
So take that high rate, still work on that credit. You can always refinance.
Yeah.
That's what
refinancing. And then how do you so what is the deal with like adjustable and fixed rates? Because like me and my husband, we was like, well, we want to state employees, and they was trying to give us an adjustable rate. We was like, no, no, that's a dub. We sat down and like did the math, and we was like, well, hold on, this don't add up. We was like, nah, we ain't messing with it. So we did get a fix. We got locked in with a fixed rate.
Okay.
But like why do they even why is that even a thing? Why do they even offer that? Is it just to get people in the door, or is it just like it's just based off like the qualification? Like say if I did have a 640 credit score, I'm like, all right, well we could offer you this with a adjustable rate, and it like is it based off of that, or is it just I don't understand like why adjustable rate is even?
Why would anybody ever want?
Why would anybody ever want adjustable rate? Because I feel like that's setting the person up like.
That's a good question. So state employees, right? They are like my biggest competitor. Sometimes they beat me, but most of the times I beat them. The reason why is education. The people that go to the bank, they don't think to talk to a professional mortgage lender.
Right.
With bank lenders, and what the people who don't know is bank lenders, a lot of them, they're registered with the bank. So for example, if I open a bank and I say, hey, Christelle, I see you kind of good at financing. I want to make you a mortgage loan officer with my bank. I'm going to register you. All you have to do is just do some little CE classes every year, but I'm going to register you. So they don't get it out the mud. With me and New American Funding Loan Officers, we had to take a state test. We had to pass it. We had to take a 20-hour course before we took a state test. Like, the test was hard. So that's what makes us different, because we're actually true mortgage professionals. That bank lender, they're doing deposits, they're doing CDs. So when you go to the bank, they're not really caring about what's going to happen. They're just like, hey, I'm going to write another loan. I'm getting paid salary. We get paid commission.
Right.
So you're dealing with somebody that, hey, I got to figure this out for you, because if I don't, my kids don't eat.
Right.
And I gotta put food on the table.
So you basically do what's best for your client. Like you tell them what the real deal is, and like, listen, this is the way to go. Like, this is the route to go, basically.
Yeah, correct. So with adjustable rates, the reason why state employees, they give that out, because it's an easy product for them, and they know that the average consumer, they're not going to be educated. They're not even going to understand the terms. You're going to see, hey, they're going to give me 100% closing costs. Realistically, they're only giving you max $2,000 if your home under appraised. So if your home appraises, let's say for $150,000, they'll give you $152,000, throw the closing costs in the loan to make it work. But let's say, depending on closing costs, if the seller doesn't give you any money, you still got to come out of pocket. So with the adjustable rate, what's going to happen is a lot of people in, let's say, 3 to 5 years, they're going to be struggling to pay their mortgage.
Hell yeah, because if they get locked in, say for example, like they get locked in at like 5.8%, can it go up to like 7-8%? Like,
yes,
you get what I'm saying?
It will go up. It's not gonna go down. It's gonna go up.
Well, the only way it can go down is if, let's say, during that 5-year term, rates are super low. Because on the terms with the adjustable rate with state employees,
5-year terms though?
Yes, 5-year adjustable. So it's going to adjust after your 5 years. It's going to adjust 2 points, meaning 2%, whatever the market value is. Rates are scheduled to go up, not down.
Right.
So in 5 years, that single mom, single father, or the couple that's living paycheck to paycheck, barely making it, they now have, let's say, a 4.5 rate, and they barely making it meet with that rate. 5 years, now they get a 6.5. Guess what? They're going to be in foreclosure. They're going to be trying to figure it out.
And then once that happens, the bank has an advantage because now the bank could take their property.
Exactly.
That's some bullshit.
And a lot of people, first-time buyers, say, well, I can refinance in a year. But realistically, right? When you're refinancing something that's given to you 100%, guess what? When you refinance, I can refinance you, but you still got to pay closing costs. So you would have been better off just dealing with me in the first place, where today I can give you a 4.5 versus next year. Tomorrow when you try to refinance, the rates might be at 5.125. So
y'all hit him up.
That's real.
Wow.
Yeah, so anybody that takes an adjustable, they're just uneducated. They just don't know the process. And that lender, that banker there, they already get paid a salary, so they don't care about your situation. They're just like, hey, whatever, I'm doing my job. But with me, it doesn't make sense to take an adjustable rate mortgage. Take a fix.
And I felt like too, like, I guess with me and my husband, of course, we young and black, but I don't know. Like, I feel like walking in the bank, whatever. Like, it's like, I don't know. They automatically think that you uneducated and you don't know. Like, so when we got the terms, and we was like, nah, we good. I'm like, this is really good for you guys, because your credit is decent. And, it could definitely go down because you can definitely refinance. Like, we like, nah, we good because we ain't trying to get caught up in nothing like that. Like, they just thought that we was uneducated and act like they didn't even want to help us at first.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it was just like...
Did y'all get it situated now?
Yeah, we good now. But when we initially went to state employees, we was just like, we sat down and did the math. Like, yo, this don't even fucking add up. Like, this ain't right. So, but that's crazy. Because I know some people that they did take adjustable rate. And I was like, I don't know why they did that. Like, I wish they would have, like, got educated and talked to somebody else. But I guess they wanted to be homeowners, so they just did what they wanted to do, I guess.
Well, a lot of people don't know that, especially minorities, they think, I got to prove. They're scared to shop for their mortgage.
Right. That's another thing, yeah.
I tell people, like, definitely shop your mortgage. Like, with me, I send people to Quicken Loans all day. They're like, I want to get another rate. I tell them, go to Quicken. And if you're a loan officer, you know why I'm sending them to Quicken. I can't give out that gem, but yeah, I send people to Quicken to shop me.
Yeah, so shop around, guys. Don't settle for no adjustable rate mortgage. You need to get a fixed mortgage rate. Okay,
so one of my clients was here the day where your mom was telling me. Your mom was the one who's like, you need to have Michael on because we were having a conversation, and she wanted to know what a good, because they've been trying to buy a house, her and her partner. They want to buy a house, but her credit score is low. I don't know what it is, but she just said it's low. So she wanted to know what advice will you give someone who's trying to buy a house with low credit? And I think your mom was that's when your mom was like, y'all need to talk to Michael. Michael help you out. So
shout out, Mom. Thanks, Mom. So a person with a low credit score, I say the first thing they need to do is like really talk to me because each person's file is different. But if you have low credit, stop checking Credit Karma. For one, Credit Karma is 40 points off.
Damn, really?
Yeah, 40 points off.
I check that junk all the time.
Yeah, me too. I be like, they be sending me emails saying, "Oh, you're good progress. Like, I'm gonna give you this for your good.
I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Is it off low or high, or does it really matter?
It's kind of tricky. Like sometimes, like most of the time, it's off like low. But sometimes it could be off high. So I tell people, all my clients, to go to myfico.com to truly check their credit.
Is that free too?
No, you gotta pay $29.
Okay, that's not bad.
But here's the thing, like you're investing in yourself,
right?
So,
right, that's good.
But if you have certain credit cards though, like, cause I got Capital One and Chase, and I think when I can check my credit score on my credit card like app. And so, do you want to check your credit score? And it's like my FICO score. I don't know if that's
wrong too.
That's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah, those like
what?
So those credit cards like Chase, Capital One, they're wrong. They're giving you your Vantage score. No, Discover is right. So Discover is right. So because I done like a few hit or misses. Like I talk with clients.
Damn.
And when I pull a credit, I'm like, well, what should the Discover says? I pull it. So Discover is right. So if you have a Discover credit card, your stuff is right.
I need to switch credit cards.
Yeah, but Capital One is definitely wrong. Chase is definitely wrong because they're giving you your Vantage score. Your Vantage score.
Yeah, that it do say that. It say a Vantage FICO score.
Yeah, and that no one uses that. That's just for like marketing to the consumers to say, hey, my credit is this, so you can apply for another credit card and get terrible terms.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So you think you have, let's say, let's just say a 640. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to go apply for a new credit card, Bank of America. Yeah, you get approved. A lot of people don't read the terms, so you might get hit with a 29% interest rate.
Yeah,
but you got funded $3,000, so you think you won, but really you lost. And you clicked on the Credit Karma one to apply. They got money from it because Capital One, they get money for every time you click on it.
See, dang. Damn, I'm gonna have to pay $29.99.
Yeah, $29. It's
what
super
is it again?
worth it. MyFICO.com. You pay $29. It gives you all 3 credit bureaus, and me as a lender, you know, if you say, hey, I want to get a hard pull, let's go to MyFICO, and
you run it down.
If it looks right, I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, we need to pull credit, and every time I pull credit from MyFICO, after looking at MyFICO, it's the same exact score. So myfico.com is where to go. But if you got low credit, look at your credit cards. If you don't have any credit cards, that's the reason why. On the credit mix, it says payment history is 35% of your credit score. So 35% of just paying your stuff on time, that's your credit score. But the true bread and butter of credit is credit utilization, 30%.
Yes.
30%, right.
Yes. So is that got to be right though? Because I know I checked my damn Chase credit card and it said you were at 19% utilization. I was like, hell yeah.
So check this out though. It's not per card. It's total.
Total. Yeah. So it's your total your total balances of your credit. So basically, if you got 4 credit cards and they like 5,000 each, it's gonna take the utilization of everything, right?
Yes. So what you do with that? So for my people with low credit, if you don't have a credit card, contact me. I can definitely help you get a secure credit card to get that credit card up because that's all you need.
Do you do it through banks?
Yeah, like I have relationships with banks because I've been doing commercial lending for about last 8 years, so I got relationships with a lot of banks, and I know which banks to go through to get a secure credit card because your current banks, they don't really like Wells, Bank of America, they don't really give out those cards anymore. They don't like to.
Yeah, I remember I got my first, when I first started trying to do a credit, I got it through Coastal Federal Credit Union. Yeah. I got a secure credit card. And I still got it.
That's good. Keep it open.
So what, bank credit cards is the best ones to have or something?
To start with.
A secure credit card. If you don't have no credit cards, but if you have credit cards and you're trying to figure out what's going on with your score, don't get no loans. Just add up the total limit of all your credit cards. The 30% rule, that's the old rule. There's new rules to it. 15%, that's the new rule. If you get 15% utilization, your score gonna jump out the gym like 100 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
I already got four more.
What do you mean by 15%? Like you gotta use 15%
of the total balances, right?
What if you using like 50%?
So with that formula, right? It's terrible.
Yeah.
So what do you use below? You have to be at 15.
Yeah, 15%. Like I don't go below 15. Like Exactly 15%. So add up all your cards, times it by
the-
15%.
Yeah, and do the calculation.
I
Whatever
need a
that
loan to
number-
pay off this credit card 15%.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Wow.
that's and that's gonna be like 100
Mhm.
points. So if you're trying to figure out why you're not tapping into the 700 club yet, that's the reason why, right there. And once you do that 15% rule, just keep doing it. Or I don't suggest no one doing this if they don't know how to manage credit cards, but apply for some more personal credit cards. Or once you get into 700 club, you can flip your personal credit into business credit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? How do you do that? Because I could do that now.
Yeah. So I do business credit funding. I've been doing that before I became a licensed residential mortgage lender. And with that, you just gotta have a 700 credit score. And instead of you're gonna personal guarantee, so all the people that says, "Oh, don't personal guarantee," they full of shit. Like you personal guarantee, you're co-signing for yourself.
Bank of America lied to me.
Yeah, like. And Bank of America, they're actually one of my partners when it comes to this, but don't go through them because you're going to be dealing with the branch manager. See, I don't deal with no branch managers, no personal bankers, because they like, what can you call them? They just like novice. They don't know the game. They just work there. I deal with the underwriters, the true decision makers. And so with that, when you flip your personal credit and business credit, now all you're doing is applying for business credit, going through my team and I, we shop it for you, broker it for you, and then you get approved. And now instead of using your personal credit for everything for your business, just use your business credit cards for everything. Your business credit can look ugly. It doesn't report on your personal credit at all.
Right.
Only thing that reports is inquiries. But inquiries, it is what it is.
Right.
You might lose 2 points, but who cares?
Oh, well.
You just got funded $30,000 plus.
Wow.
And with that now, because I do this like for some of my family members, friends, where they don't have a business, they don't want a business, but they love using credit cards, have high credit card usage. Wow. I tell them they just ignorant.
But I mean, I was like that at one time.
Yeah, so I just tell them like, you know what, we're gonna start you a business. Go to the Secretary of State, start them a business. They got good credit. I say, hey. Now you got business credit cards. You can do whatever you want to do. Business credit cards, the only difference is they don't report to your personal. The only business credit card that reports to your personal is that Capital One credit card. They report to business and personal.
What about American Express? I thought they...
American Express, they don't report to personal. They report to business too. But you don't want to do this alone because depending on what you're trying to do, you can mess yourself up and go through the wrong banks and get denied.
Right.
We don't get no one denied for business credit funding.
I know that's right.
Isn't the business credit funded, isn't it just like 30 days net? Like you gotta pay it off in 30 days?
Nah, see, that's the old school way. That's like net 30 accounts. Nah, like these are true business credit cards where I invest in real estate. So if you had a net 30 and you was looking at a deal and I had my business credit cards and I was looking at the same deal, I'll take that deal from you. So with these business credit cards, you just need to pay the minimum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, usually the minimum balance is like 1% of what you owe or 0.5% of what you owe. So for example, with mine, I invested in an e-commerce business and it cost me about $8,000 to do it, but my minimum payment is only $150. So that's nothing.
Nah, that's not.
That's crazy.
That's wild. So what are the like some of the best credit cards I have?
For personal?
For personal.
I say definitely build a relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union.
But can't you only get approved?
That's what your girl be using, your wife be using.
Yeah, but how do you get approved for that? Don't you have to have somebody that's in the service to get on that to get an account like that?
So
Hold on, wait. They don't even have any branches here.
They do. They got two.
In Raleigh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To get approved for Navy Federal is super easy. Like it's super easy. Like super easy. I can't really disclose like how to do it.
Okay. I get you. I get you.
After.
Yeah,
I get you
up there tomorrow. You know, open up accounts.
Yeah, Navy Federal though, that's a good one. Capital One is a good one, and I say Discover credit card. And what's another one? What's that credit union you said? You got
Coastal Federal?
Yeah, Coastal. Yeah. They're real good. I haven't dealt with them personally, but you know, I heard good things about them. They report to all three bureaus. Credit cards that you need to stay away from: state employees.
Okay.
And the reason why state employees, their product only reports to one credit bureau, and that's Equifax. So your Equifax will be outstanding, and the rest of your bureaus will be terrible. So state employees, they're only good for two things. And those two things are holding your money and car loans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, if you're going to shop for a car, never ever go in the dealership and shop because they're going to pull your credit, shotgun blast it to
everyone. Yeah.
But if you want to buy a car, go to state employees and say, hey, I want to buy a car. They're going to give you a check for how much you qualify for. Go out there and just buy a nice used car unless you can get a nice new car for that price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
I want to
Yeah.
go buy a new car.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, I sold cars in college at Hendrick, Buick, GMC, and Cary. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
So, as far as people that have like car loans and stuff like that, like once their car is paid off, like how does that affect the credit score?
Your score is gonna drop because now that account is closed, but it's gonna just open it up where you can gain more points because credit is buckets. So each series you go through with your credit, you get into a different bucket. So like car loans, like don't really try to rush to pay them, just pay it. But once you do pay it, it's gonna drop your score because it's closed.
Oh,
That's
wow.
whack.
Right, I didn't know that.
But your score's gonna go back up though over time. Like it's gonna go back up because you might be capped. Like right now,
Wow.
I think I'm capped at. I don't know. I think I'm capped at like
100 mil.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say me, but I know like certain people like if they got car loans and it's not paid, they probably capped at making just a 720 credit score because the car loan isn't paid. But once they pay it off, the score is probably gonna drop to like a 680. But now they're not capped at it being at a 720. Now they might be capped at a 750 credit score.
What the hell? Oh no.
And that's just credit, but it's not wrong with paying off your car. Like pay it because you want to get rid of that.
I want to get a new car.
Because I was thinking because I'm like this close to paying off, and I was like, damn, I should just go ahead and just pay it off. But then I'm like, should I really? Because I'm making the payments on time, and all of that is making my credit look good. But I'm like, dang, like
pay it off.
Take your time.
Get rid of that debt.
Shit off.
Like me right now, I got a car loan, and I can pay it off any day, and I'm just taking my time to pay it off because I already know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna drop.
Yeah. And
damn,
but
that's crazy.
It's not wrong with it. Like just pay it off, get rid of that debt. Especially you can buy a house.
Yeah.
Like you don't need that extra debt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was trying to like, pay it off so I don't have that debt or anything like that. And then I was also thinking, I was like, damn, like maybe I should pay off my credit card though, because my credit card that don't be helping when I be having that low utilization. But
what about those student loans?
My student loans, that's a dub. Like,
I'm never gonna pay that. Can you tell us about that? Is it okay never to pay your student loans?
No, you need to pay.
Yes, you need to pay. So here's the formula.
That's what I was
get out of deferment because being deferred, that's what the government
Interest
is doing.
rate.
They're still charging you interest because the government they're not for you when it comes to your student loans. Like the government, they're in the field to make money, and they're gonna charge you interest.
So you don't think it's smart to put your loans in deferment after you close on the house?
No way. Just
keep going
get
up.
on the income based plan because you're gonna probably want to buy an upgraded home in 5 years, and you don't want that debt to be even higher. So get on the income based plan, or you can consolidate your loans. Right now, like rates are low, so I say consolidate them. Today, what's that?
Like
June
today?
9th.
The 9th?
Yeah, today's the summertime, like June 9th. So, today the rates are low. So if I wanted to consolidate, this would be a good time because rates are low. But if you don't want to consolidate, just get on the income based plan.
Yeah,
pay something.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now.
And not zero though, because a lot of people they get on an income based
and they
plan.
go, I got proof for zero. I ain't gonna pay nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
and
like
then they go up and keep going.
Don't be on a zero plan because when you want to buy a house,
they gonna look at
that zero payment messes
you
you
ain't paying
up.
nothing.
Yeah, you can't pay your student loans. You
Right.
can't get a house.
Yeah, that's what because when I first like this was last year when I was looking at pre-existing homes whatever they was like, yeah, we could probably get you down 100% like USDA and they was like, oh girl, they was like, you got a lot of student loans. They was like, yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do that.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I consolidate all mine and make the payment faithful.
But is it good to like? Because like I have student loans and like my rates is fixed because I got like with Great Lakes and they fix rates like and I think I got one with College Foundation too. But when you consolidate your loans though, isn't that like technically like pulling your credit? Like ain't that a hard inquiry?
Yeah, it is, but consolidating it's gonna drop your score a little bit again because you're closing out those old ones, but it's gonna bring it back up. You still gotta go through the process. They gotta pull your credit. They gotta look at your income, see how much you can truly pay. So if you're in a situation where you call like mine is Navient, so I call.
That's what mine is too.
So if you got Navient, right, this is the formula how to finesse to get out the zero plan.
Okay.
So the formula is you can't claim all them dependents. So you can't be like, I take care of Tukey, Lil Ray, all them. You gotta just say, hey, you take care of one person. And once I would say, hey, I take care of one person instead of claiming my two kids, they would say, okay, instead of you being on zero, now your payment is this. Right. So I was like, perfect, this worked, don't change anything. Right. But you gotta I had to call like 3 different reps because they weren't listening. They was like, well, we can't do that. You already told us. Hang up.
Go right back.
Like,
right.
Hey, I'm trying to do this, and they work with you. But yeah, keep your dependents down of who you take care of in the house, and you get on that income based plan, and just tell them like where you want to be at. Like if I had 3 people, what's gonna be at? Yeah. Yep,
and so what about is it SoFi or Sophie? SOFI?
SoFi, you can consolidate them. I haven't heard any negative things about it.
Okay.
So I say do it. But you definitely want to get out of the default and deferment.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on income base right now, but I was damn sure gonna put them shits in deferment when I
Nah, don't do it. Say no.
Alright, I won't do it.
Give them a call. How much of my income they gonna pay?
It's ridiculous, man. I wish education was free, man, or at least not as expensive. I went to a private university. I went to Shaw, so it was private, and I didn't know. I was really uneducated. I just got accepted. I was like, oh, I'm going to college. Didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
I went in there. They was like, oh yeah, this is your balance. You owe $13,000. I'm like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Because before I went to college, my SAT prep, my test was free, my application fees was free. So I'm like, oh, I'm Gucci. I got a single parent household. I'm good.
Everything free.
Not thinking, not knowing, because I'm so uneducated about the loan process and credit. I didn't know anything. I was just like, yo, I got accepted into college. I'm going. I don't care. Got there. Look, I ain't even have enough money for books.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. I almost dropped out because of that.
Or being like me, they gave us a refund check thinking that was free money.
Oh yeah,
we
me
should
too.
just turn around, just gave it right on back to it.
Me too. That's what I did. Then I got pregnant.
For your books.
Yeah, I got pregnant first semester, so I was like, oh, I'm about to move out. I furnished my little apartment, got me a car. Didn't nobody ain't tell. I ain't know. I wish somebody would tell me.
That was a loan.
Right. I'm like, yeah. Oh, Miss Wilson, yes, you do. You have a refund at the registrar's office. Oh, word? Okay. I ain't know.
To pay all that back.
Yeah. You know better, you do better. You feel me?
So, Michael, what made you how did you get started into this?
How did I get started? I was doing real estate wholesaling because I graduated from Oklahoma Central.
Okay.
So
you started from Livingston.
I had to get out of there.
I know that's right.
I had to get out of there. Okay. So what got me started? I did real estate wholesaling. When it was 09, 2010 in the area. I pretty much
10 years ago.
Yeah, I just watched YouTube videos and I was like, all right, I'm gonna need some money. So at that time I tried to get a house. And the mortgage lender like denied me for a loan. And I was just like, what you mean, bro? What you mean? Like, bro, I'm out here wholesaling. Like, I got money. And he was like, nah, your credit. And I was just like, bruh, like, what I need to do. He wouldn't tell me. Like, he was just like, he gave me like basic stuff. And I'm like, bro, like, okay, if I pay this down, then what?
Right.
And he didn't give me the right game, so I just did my own research.
Your own research and self-taught.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to be a loan officer one day, and I'm going to make it where nobody gotta go through what I went through.
Right.
I know that's right. Yeah, I feel you. I wonder why people do that, though. I wonder why when people know certain information, they withhold it. Like, why you don't help out people? Like, why you don't help your brothers and sisters out? Like, what is the problem?
Well, so what's crazy, that same guy that denied me, actually, like when I got into the mortgage game, his boss interviewed me to come work for their company.
Really?
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna work over here, guy. And I told him his name, and he told me like, well, a lot of loan officers don't really know the credit game. They send people to credit repair. That's where the issue lies. Like they just know how to do loans,
right?
And
so he didn't know.
Yeah, like he didn't know like how to repair because a lot of loan officers like it gets draining if you pull like a 580 and it's like, damn, this is all I'm getting. Like, yo, just send it as credit repair because it's not making you no money as a lender. So a lot of lenders don't know like credit at all. They just know how to structure a loan.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to know.
But yeah,
it's not like that now, right? I hope not.
Not like still to this day, like a lot of lenders, they just know how to structure a loan, but they don't know how to help you build your credit, and that's what truly sets me apart. Because I know how to build your credit back up. I had a lady, Marie, she's out in Sanford, and I talked to her in January. She had like a 560 credit score. I was like, well, it's gonna take 3 months. Got her right. She closed her loan with a 630. Closed in April. Beautiful house in Sanford.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, people don't understand. Like this is how I was able to help build my own credit because I did it myself. So I just called all my creditors and start making payments. Just actually making it, not like procrastinating. Yeah. And they just started shooting up.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah.
Speaking of, because you said you was working with a lady from Sanford. We actually working with a builder from Sanford. Do you have any relationship with any construction builders?
I do.
Have you ever heard of Value Build Homes?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Okay, that's who we currently working with right now. I mean, I haven't really seen any like terrible reviews, but to be honest, like when I look on like reviews when we was searching around for builders, everybody had 1 or 2 bad reviews. But I feel like reviews could be subjective though. Like you feel what I'm saying? Because it's based off the experience.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, so far so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just wondering like, if you had any like relationships with like any construction builders or like do you like go like is it any like people that you have that like build homes instead of buying pre-existing homes that you would like recommend them to go to build their home? So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I got 2 builders. One guy, his name is Tony Perry.
Tony Perry, okay.
Yeah, he actually builds in the south side of Raleigh. He's an awesome guy. His family invests in real estate. He builds beautiful homes too.
Okay.
But Tony Perry, he's with Tri-City. He owns a company called Tri-City Realty.
Tri-City Realty.
So
okay.
He's solid. Then I got another builder that I just connected with. He actually built a home for my VA loan client. His name is what's my man name? LaRose Construction. Grant LaRose, that's his name.
Grant LaRose?
Yeah, he builds out in Clayton. He a solid guy as well. They make some good homes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm just taking notes.
You send it to your husband, be like, hey,
look this up.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Thank you, Michael.
That was a lot of good information. Dang, you know, swayed me. I need first of all, Once I'm done with those, I need to get me a Discover credit card, dump my Chase. Then I need to pay $29.99 to get my accurate credit score.
Dump Chase, just keep.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it, but I'm just saying. But I'm gonna get a Discover credit card later on, and then 15% utilization. So I got 4% to go.
I got
and then what else was it that you said? Don't put my student loans deferment after closing. Okay, I got you.
Right.
I won't do it because I was damn sure tempted to.
Yeah.
Is it a lot?
Best feeling ever.
My student loans, it's not too bad, because I got Great Lakes and College Foundation, so I think one payment is like maybe like $135, one is like $150 or something like that. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but yikes.
I mean, try to get to see about consolidating them.
Yeah, I will eventually, but right now, since we in the process, I don't want to be like getting no hard inquiry pulls or nothing like that. But that was some good information.
It was.
Dang.
Thanks. A whole hour.
I know, right?
But that was good.
Wait, was that the after?
No, not after yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So advice. Just give. No,
he
after
gave us a whole bunch of advice.
After is quick.
Yeah, he did. That damn.
He did.
Listen, y'all better pay attention and listen and take notes. Okay.
For real.
For real, because he just explained a whole lot.
Right.
A whole lot.
So anything else you want to share?
I say the advice I can give anybody is mindset. Like, definitely, like, change your mindset. If you broke, like, you can get money.
Right.
You can get money out here. If you want to figure out how to get money, like, go sell something. Go sell some cars.
Make something and sell them.
Go make something. Like, 2014, I was homeless.
Really?
Yeah, my second child. I was about to graduate from college.
Wow.
And I was sleeping on the floor of my cousin's house. And my wife was sleeping in the other room with the kids.
Wow.
And I just had to change my mindset. Like, I had broke banking. So I say, like, mindset. Like, once you change your mindset, you can do anything
you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, the law of attraction is real. Like, it's real.
See? Yeah. Now look where he at.
Yeah.
That's good. And you have a good mom. She talks highly of you. Like, every time someone's in here, when she's in here, someone's talking. Hey there, Michael. Michael this. Michael this. That's good. And I don't like how you be shitting her with her hair. You always like, that don't look right at you.
Oh my God.
You need to do something now. Don't do that to your hair.
That's her son, though.
She said he act more like her husband or her dad than her son. He'd be like, shut up, Michael. I got this.
Nah, you do a good job with her hair. My wife hair, what you did with her.
Oh, what I just did yesterday?
Yeah, you're going to make us have a daughter.
She don't want to. But for so long, I've been trying to get her to do it. And she was like, no, Michael don't like weave. Michael don't like that.
You weaved it up yesterday.
Yeah, but it's that good weave, though. I don't like that ghetto girl weave because it stinks. You know? It was like, come on. Like, it's that stripper girl weave. You know? And I definitely know how to, like, because I love going to strip clubs.
Oh, my God. You say you love going?
Yeah, I love, like, that's my place to go. Like, some guys like going golfing. I'm like, man, let's go to a strip club.
Okay.
But I know how they weed smell, though. Like, it stinks. Yeah. So you put the good stuff in her hair. So I'm like, oh, it smells good. Like, we good. Come here, let me hold you.
I don't want no more babies. Y'all still want to have more kids? I thought
playing.
She said she don't want to.
She playing. Like, I think I might have to do like a Bill Cosby or something.
Oh my God. Wait, how many? Y'all have 2 already?
We got 2 boys. But I want a daughter.
Oh.
Because my boys, I be like, give me a hug. They be like, no.
I mean, yeah, that's how boys are, man.
I'm like, y'all want a video game? Y'all give me a hug.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do have a goddaughter though. So
yeah, I got a niece.
Maybe she'll change her mind, but y'all ain't getting any younger. I mean, but y'all still young.
I have to tell her. We got a year, maybe 2.
Yeah. Before. Well, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Did you have anybody have anything inspirational to leave off today? Or
wait, before you do that, how do people find you?
You can find me at Instagram, Big League Approved. If you don't know how to spell it, just type it in Google. But Big League Approved. You
can I have this and leave it in
here?
here?
Yeah, you can have it. On Facebook, Big League Approved. Everything pretty much Big League Approved on all social medias. Big League
Why is
Approved.
it WW?
And you can go to the website www.bigleagueapproved.com to get a home loan. But yeah, that's really about it.
That's what's up. Did y'all have anything left to say?
I do. I have an inspirational quote. I don't know if it's a quote. I feel like it should be. Somebody done quoted it or copyrighted it. But everything is temporary. So just remember that everything is temporary.
Nothing lasts forever.
And also remember that life is a marathon, not a race. So just because you ain't there yet, don't mean you can't get there. Don't be trying to compare yourself to all these people you see on Instagram and social media. Right. Don't compare yourself. Like, you be in competition with yourself. Because I feel like it's a lot of people out here that be like, oh, man, I need to do this because such and such. Like, nah, be at your own pace. Be in your own lane. Like, dedication, hard work, and patience. Like Nipsey Hussle said.
Right. You love Nipsey, don't you?
I do, and it's sad. Like, it's sad that like my husband listened to him, and we listened to him like during Christmas, and I was like, "Yo, who is this?" Like, I'm knew of him because he dated Lauren London, but it's like I never really listened to his music. I'm like, damn, I wish I could have appreciated his music and stuff while he was here.
Right.
That junk kind of pissed me off. So I be telling my husband like, look, if you come in contact with people with good music, let me know beforehand. Like, yo, B, listen to this, like. But yeah, but for real, if you do listen to his stuff, like it is mad inspirational and like even though it's rap music, I know you Christian, but
why y'all always
because you don't listen to rap music.
He plays that all the time in the house.
But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I don't turn on it to listen myself,
but you should though because it's a message.
Some of them,
it's a message behind
messages. It. But I mean. Like Victoria says, Cece always listened to gospel, Jesus music. I was like, really? Okay. But yeah, and Daddy always listened to rap music. But I listen. I mean, I don't discriminate. If someone's listening, I'll listen. I'll listen to the words. It don't mean I don't like rap music. I just prefer other, but that don't mean nothing.
That's what's up.
So anything you want to add before I should shut it?
You said that's
God. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's really about it.
Okay. Well, yeah, y'all need to get in contact with him. New Man America Founding and bigleagueapproved.com. So thank y'all for listening.
And thanks for tuning in. And if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you'd like to be a guest, please hit us up at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com. What is it? Love.lifeafter on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow us, hashtag us, send us a DM, hit us up if you want to be on. And it's Love Life After. Thanks for listening. Thanks, guys.
She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen.